Hi everyone, Rebel Ann Doll here. This is my Abaddon makeup tutorial. I just want to apologize now for the lack of sound. I was recording with a new microphone and the battery was dead and I didn't realize it until afterwards. So I will be voicing over this entire film. This is the second part of a two-part tutorial for the character of Abaddon from the CW TV series Supernatural. If you have not watched the hair tutorial, I will put a link here on the screen or it will be down in the description box. As you can see from the pictures, Abaddon's makeup is very much like a pinup girl style makeup, so that is what we're going to do today, is a basic pinup girl makeup tutorial. Before you get started, and even before you do your hair, you're going to want to make sure that any article of your costume clothing that has to go over your head is put on before you get started. Because if you don't, you're either going to mess up your hair or mess up your makeup or get makeup on your clothing. To make sure you don't get makeup on the clothing while you're wearing it though, you just put a towel over it so that way any powder or eyeshadow or anything like that that falls down doesn't get on your costume. The first thing I put on is a primer. The primer I use is a redness reducing primer, which is green tinted. I do this because as a redhead my skin is a little more red tinted than average. But you put a primer on in order to create a smooth, even toned base before you put any other makeup on. So just dab it on and then blend it in really well. Make sure the green is worked in well enough that you can't see any more of that color. Next, you're going to want to put on your foundation. I use the True Match foundation. You are welcome to use whatever you prefer. I just like this brand because it is affordable and blends in very well. Again, you're going to dab it on and blend it in just as you did with the primer. Make sure you blend out past your face so that way you don't have a solid line right where your jawline is. The next step is to use concealer. I also use True Match for this one. Just dab a little on the back of your hand in order to keep the whole bottle hygienic. Normally I would use a makeup brush to blend this onto my face, but I was missing that makeup brush at the time I was filming this. So if you don't have a makeup brush to use, you can use your finger, just dab it onto any red spots or off-colored spots and blend it out. Now we move on to the eyes. We do these next so that if any eyeshadow powder falls on your cheeks, you can easily clean it up without ruining your entire makeup. So we're going to start with eyeshadow. And first I'm using a white eyeshadow to do the inner parts of my eyelids. And you can do as many layers as you need to make that a white. Then you're also going to do this right under your eyebrow. And again, do as many layers as you need to get that as white as you can. The eyeshadow I'm using is a Revlon color palette. It has 4 colors in it: the white, a copper brown, a dark green, and a dark brown. These are all the colors you will need for this look. Next, you will be taking the copper brown color and applying it over the main area of your eyelid. After that, you will use a small tipped applicator to apply either the dark brown or the dark green in the palette to the crease in your eyelid. Finally, take your blending brush and gently blend the colors together. If you need to add more layers of white in, go ahead and do this now. And then take your blending brush and blend it back in. Next, we're going to take a highlighter and apply it under our eyes and along the upper line of your cheekbones. If you don't have highlighter or you don't wish to purchase a highlighter, you can use concealer for this. The highlighter, however, will make your eyes pop a little more than concealer would. We are now going to do the eyeliner in the cat's eye style. This is where you extend the eyeliner along the entire upper lid and out past it about a half an inch or so. I prefer to use a liquid eyeliner with a paintbrush type applicator. I feel this gives me better control over what I'm doing and has a nicer finished look. For the lower lid, I only bring the eyeliner in about a half an inch. I feel that this gives a wider, more baby doll look to the whole eye. I tried to give a close-up look of what my eyes should look like now, but my lighting wasn't good enough, so here I am providing you with a few pictures of what the finished cat's eye looks like. How far you go out and the thickness of the line really depends on personal style, but I feel that the Abaddon look is a bit more subdued, so try not to go too far out or too thick. Normally this is when I would apply my fake eyelashes, and while the glue is setting I would work on my eyebrows, but since I am not doing eyelashes this time, I am going to just go straight into the mascara. If you do fake eyelashes, it's important to apply mascara after you have glued on the eyelash in order to blend your real eyelashes in with the fake ones. Now we're going to work on our eyebrows. Since Abaddon is a redhead, you're going to want to get a auburn colored eyebrow pencil so that way your eyebrows can match your hair. Don't fill in too thick. Just kind of lightly shade in the thin spots and shape your eyebrows a little bit. Then take the brush on the other end, or if you have a separate one, and groom your eyebrows a little bit so that they look nice and neat. Now you're going to want to lightly brush on a layer of powder so that way you can set the makeup you have applied so far and blend in all of the different colors. Next, you apply a rose-colored blush to the apples of your cheeks, just following along the cheekbones. You're going to want to apply this thicker than you would normally apply a blush because the pinup girl look tends to aim for those rosy cheeks. If you feel you have put it on too thick, you can always go back over with the powder and kind of dull it down a little bit and blend it out. Finally, we're going to color in our lips. We are going to start with a lip liner. Since we want the red lips, we're going to use a wine colored lip liner. And so you take it and just outline your lips and then come back through and fill them in. Once you have finished filling in your lip liner, you're going to want to take your lip gloss. I am using a plum shade, but you can use a more vibrant shade of red if you prefer. And you're just going to fill in your upper lip, and then to spread it out on your bottom lip, just press your lips together. So that is the finished look. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, the link to my Facebook page and to my Twitter are in the descriptions below. And if you enjoyed this and you're interested in seeing more of my videos, please subscribe. So until next time, peace out, babes!